Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I am Steve Shaw, and guys, this is the channel that actually lifts. Now, I was asked a question about running a strength training program with a minimal or zero amount of assistance work, and I want to talk about that in this video. Excuse me, I got a little bit of allergies here in South Carolina. Now, programs like Wendler's 531 are very flexible, and there's a lot of programs like this in the strength training realm that revolve around the big 3 or 4 lifts: squat, deadlifts, bench press, and overhead press. And with programs like Wendler's 531, I've seen guys run them just the 531 cycle and do a very minimal, or in some cases no, assistance work. I had a friend who would do the 531 and then do the boring but big, the 5 sets after on the main lift. Excuse me, allergies. So the question is it wise to do a type of program like this when you're going in and doing the big periodization on the big lift and then doing a minimal amount of assistance work? My opinion is this: if that is what you want to do, it's okay in short runs. I would do this if you're pressed for time, but you still want to build strength. It's okay to minimize your assistance work during those periods, in your life when you're busy, when you need to get into the gym, and you just don't have time to do an hour and 15-minute workout or whatever. But are they optimal? No, they're far from optimal. If I were doing something like a Wendler's 531 or a similar program, and I had to cut back on my assistance work, you could just go in and do your 531 set or your main lifts and then do maybe one assistance exercise. If I were doing, say, bench press, for example, I would go in and do my bench press work, and then I might do a variation after that that was more tricep focused, like, say, a close grip bench press. Squats, if you were pressed for time on squats, I would probably go and do my squat work and then either back off with more squats or maybe do leg presses and stiff leg deadlifts, or a leg press and stiff leg deadlift superset. Now, overhead press, you could go and do your overhead presses and then do an assistance exercise after overheads, like seated dumbbell overhead press or upright rows or whatever shoulder exercise you want. For deadlifts, I would go and do your deadlifts, and then after that, I would do a barbell or dumbbell row variation, and then maybe some quick pull-ups or some inverted rows if you're not strong enough to do pull-ups. So the question is, can you do strength training programs with minimal assistance work? Yes, you can. They're not optimal. I don't advocate them for a long-term program, meaning if you have a period in your life, say you're in college, say your work demands are tough and you need to cut back on the assistance work, I believe you can make strength gains with limited assistance work, but don't use this as a long-term plan. Don't get sloppy. Don't get lazy. Don't just go in and do your big exercise and then a couple sets of assistance work and get out of the gym. I've seen guys do this minimal assistance work type of stuff, and it tends to create a lazy lifter. They tend to get into this groove. They tend to get into this pattern of just doing the big lifts and then minimal assistance lifts and getting out of the gym. You can gain strength on this, guys, but it's just not optimal. So don't get sloppy. Use these only for short-term periods of time. So, guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, guys, there is a Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions. I answer every question posted in that Q&A. And if you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, guys, please do. I would appreciate the support. So, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.